Warbow, a deep-cut character. He's not an Avenger, not an X-Man. And with a name like Warbow, you expect him to hold and use that crossbow like a pro. But does he? Can he actually hold it? Let's find out. Warbow first appeared in Saga of Crystar, Crystal Warrior number 1, Feb 1983. That was a long time ago. Where were you in 1983? The eye patch is on the correct side, his left eye. The injury came from SAR death after Warbow struck first. An eye for an eye, literally. His right eye is the all-white one, which looks great for the mystical warrior vibe. He only comes with this one stoic head sculpt, but it fits the character. To bring out the green crystal details in his body, I'm using a newer RGB light under his feet. Link in the description below. When it comes to translucent characters, Hasbro has already found the technique and it works really well. You can't even see the joints or it's not noticeable. There are a lot of sculpted details on his body which may scratch when you do certain articulations, so be careful. Just make sure that the pointy parts don't hit the swiveling parts. He has a darker shade of green sash and it's nicely sculpted. There isn't any much paint wash on this figure except for his underpants wherein there is some dark washes there. I am trying to remove a loose plastic thread right here. I'm not sure, but I've seen several loose plastic threads for this figure. Overall, he's a good looking figure and his boots also matches his underpants in terms of the color, and there is a design. There is no boot swivel hidden for these boots. Overall, it's a simple design character but complex in terms of how Hasbro sculpted his body because there is a lot of crystal edges. The articulation set of this figure is somewhat the older style wherein he has a ball peg with a hinge. You can remove his sash and it will reveal a sculpted detail, the one on his chest. It's really good by Hasbro that even if it is hidden, they fully sculpted it on and you can see right through it. The same applies for his back, you can see right through it. He has an ab crunch. I forgot to show the back of his head. There is the sculpted strap for his eye patch. Warbow comes with a total of 4 hands. This is the first set. He has a right closed fist hands and a left open palm hand. Both hands can hinge forward and back. The open palm left hand acts as a support hand under the forend of his crossbow. I wish Hasbro provided a pair of the open palm hand because for now your only option is to use the right trigger finger hand with the left open palm hands. There is no right open palm hand that can support the crossbow when he uses his left trigger finger hand. For the last set of hands, he comes with a pair of weapon holding hands. It's the trigger finger type. Both hands can correctly hinge up and down, which serves the purpose of a weapon holding hand. He comes with an accessory that complements his name. It is a crossbow, and this is nice translucent green plastic. Hasbro sculpted a forearm ring which serves as a guide to get the crossbow into the right position. Then you simply pry his hands open so you can hold the handle of the crossbow. The arrow is not translucent, it is dark green and you can plug it in. There is a peg shape right there, so you don't slide it in, you just put it on top and press it downwards so that it would attach firmly to the crossbow. It really looks nice. The crossbow design is an upgrade compared to past Marvel Legends bow and arrow. Later we'll take a look at that. So far, do you think Warbow can wield the crossbow? If you found this review useful, I hope you give it a hype, like, subscribe, and share this with your friends. For places where the figures in this review might still be available, I left some links in the description below.
I'm Tigerknot!
Can the new Marvel Legends Warbow hold a crossbow convincingly? I know it's an action figure and there are limitations in terms of articulation, but let's see whether he can convince you that he can actually wield a crossbow. Since I am not an expert in Crystar or Warbow or even holding a crossbow, I had to Google and see how others hold a crossbow. A few things I noticed. He cannot tilt his head fully in order to look straight to the arrow, and he cannot move his arms completely forward because he does not have a butterfly joint. Those are small details. In certain angles, you can sell the gesture. You can tell that he actually can wield the crossbow. It's an action figure, so there are limitations. One guy without limitation is the Maximum Series Deadpool because he can hold the crossbow like a pro. He has neck articulation that allows him to tilt his head closer to the crossbow, and he has a butterfly joint which allows his arms to move closer to the center, making that perfect aim. Although he lacks an open palm hand so he can hold the crossbow properly. The great thing about Warbow's crossbow is the design. It's better than this one from Old Man Hawkeye, wherein you cannot remove the arrow. For Warbow, you can remove it and peg it in. I hope in the future Hasbro would do the same for bow and arrow characters. It's really a good design. Unlike Old Man Hawkeye, he needed another bow without the arrow attached. For Warbow, you can perform a before and after firing the arrow. It was a significant upgrade compared to the Dani Moonstar, which comes with an arrow, and I'm not even sure how I can get her to properly pose with it. Have you ever figured out how to use it? Like, there's no way for you to attach it. I use sticky tack, but for Warbow, you can remove it, and I hope in future, if they re-release Dani Moonstar, they'll use the same type of system for her bow and arrow. If you found this useful, I hope you give this review a hype. The new Marvel Legends Warbow from the Executioner Build-A-Figure Wave stands 15.8 centimeters or 6.22 inches tall. Here is Warbow besides the other figures from the Executioner Build-A-Figure Wave I've already reviewed. Dark Avenger Spider-Man, Mysterium Armor Iron Man, Executioner, BAF, and Enchantress. Showing that he is indeed a pro marksman, Maximum Series Deadpool with dupe, and X-Men 97 brown costume Wolverine from the Storm 2 pack. Here is Warbow with different sizes of male Marvel Legends action figures, teenager Miles Morales, slightly shorter Spider-Man, Secret War Spider-Man, Maximum Series Spider-Man, and the regular male height Cyclops. Different size and shapes of females, Marvel Legends X-Men 97 Jubilee, X-23, Warword celebrating 85 years of Marvel, and also X-Men 97 Rogue. Here is Warbow besides fellow Marvel archers, Dani Moonstar, Walgreens exclusive, and from the Wolverine 2-pack or Old Man 2-pack, Old Man Hawkeye. For some arcade nostalgia, Jada Toy Street Fighters, Sagat, and Cammy, besides Gamerverse, Psylocke, and Thanos. SH Figuarts, Chainsaw Man, which I reviewed in this channel, hope you check it out. Darna, Philippines version of Wonder Woman by Halimaw Sculptures and Loose Collector. For a 6-inch scale versus 7-inch scale size comparison, celebrating 80 years of Marvel Hulk, and the tall Marvel Select Immortal Hulk or the Rampaging Hulk. For packaging, Warbow comes in the standard Build-A-Figure box, which is a rectangular shape with a window. You can see the figure and the Build-A-Figure part. On the side is art of Warbow. On the other side is the same art of Warbow. At the back is a short read up with the same art. Pause it right now if you want to have a read. Here are the other figures to build Executioner. At the bottom, some warning legalities, the barcode. On top, it says Marvel. Unboxing Warbow from the Executioner Build-A-Figure wave. There is only one plastic tray. You can see the figure and all of his accessories along with the Build-A-Figure part. For articulation, his head can move from side to side easily. He has a peg with a hinge, can look down and look up that much, can extend his arms that far. Don't try to fully extend it because you might end up scratching the sharp edges of his sculpt. Do a pull 360 right here. He has a bicep swivel right here, double jointed pinless elbows. The wrist can swivel, hinge up and down because this is the weapon holding hand. He can crunch forward that much, really good. Crunch backward that far. He has a waist swivel right here. He can do a split without any problems or any scratching. Upper thigh swivel right here. Double jointed pinless knees. Can kick far back, can kick forward. He doesn't have a boot cut. Feet can hinge forward and back and has an ankle rocker. For such a deep cut character from the early 80s, Hasbro actually put some real care into translating that translucent green crystal look into figure form. Crystar's best friend is not perfect, especially when it comes to holding the crossbow, but the sculpt, the presence, and the character design definitely sells him on the shelf. In the comments below, let me know, did Warbow convince you that he can hold the crossbow? Based on this review, I hope I convinced you to check out my reviews of the Executioner Build-A-Figure wave. Here is a link of the playlist on the top right corner of your screen. Thank you for watching. I hope you give this review a hype, like, share, and subscribe. I hope to see you in the next one.